Today, I am sharing one of my most asked questions from homeowners, and whether you're thinking of selling or not, I think that you'll be interested in the answer too. It is inevitable that during the listing process, a homeowner sees their assessed value on some of my paperwork, and the first question in their mouth is, what does that have to do with the list price? Is that the only amount that I'm going to get for my house? Is that what the county is telling me my house is worth? The short answer is absolutely not, at least not in Westmoreland County in southwestern Pennsylvania. The assessed value is only the value that your municipality uses to dictate how much you pay in taxes. At some point during the life of your home, an assessor from the municipality came through, maybe from the county, and decided what your home was going to be worth based on a scale that they use. Things like what your home is made of, whether it's brick or siding, the square footage, the lot size, all of those things are a factor in what your assessed value is. If you were to do a large addition or sell your home, there is a chance that your house could be reassessed. In Westmoreland County, that's fairly rare. There are some municipalities that are trying to do things like that. And just so you're aware, the realtors have a very watchful eye on their processes. Now, your assessed value is something that is public knowledge, so you can actually access it online at any point so that you can see how your taxes are being determined. But they are almost always going to be lower than your market value. Now, for market value, it's similar to assessed value, but it's what a real estate agent determines your home is worth if it was put on the market. So we take into some of the same things into consideration: your square footage, the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, size, the quality of finishings. But we also take into consideration how newly updated your home is, how big of a buyer pool we're going to get from your home. So for instance, if your house is on a busy road, if it with the same exact house located in a different location, a quieter street, we might determine that it's worth more than the house on the busy street, only because the buyer pool shrinks for a busy street, right? Not everybody wants to live there. So we have to decrease the value a little bit for that. And some other similar things are taken into consideration as well. We also take into consideration the market and what it's doing, the supply and demand of a home. So we look at past data, we see what homes that are similar to yours have sold for, how quickly they sold, and then we compare that with what you want as far as your timeline and your needs go. So if you need to sell quickly, we may value your home a little bit lower to increase that buyer demand, to increase the buyer pool, and then increase the chances of us getting an offer. Something else to consider if you're trying to figure out the actual home value is if you're looking at websites that use computer-based data, you may not be getting the full story. They often aren't pulling correct comps. Even the software that I have sometimes pulls comps for me that I'm like, this doesn't fit in with this home at all. It's a 2-story and I'm looking at a ranch, or it's in a different neighborhood that I know as well that is sought after. So please, especially consumers that are looking at any type of computer database, Zillow or otherwise, just take that number with a grain of salt. So you may be asking yourself, well then what do I list my house at? And how do I figure out that value? Well, your first step is to call a real estate professional. I give a free market analysis of the value of your home. And the process for that is that I come and I do a walkthrough, I take some notes, and then I go back to my computer, back to my office, and I find some of those comps that are similar to the condition and the style of your home, what the market has been doing. And then we also have a discussion on what your needs are as far as timeline and buying a new house or finding a new place to live. We discuss all of that to determine where is the best spot to place your house on the market. I hope all of my homeowners have found this video informational. If you have any further questions about assessed value versus market value, feel free to reach out. And until next time, happy house hunting.